Hey guys, so it is May 8th, 2020, and I think we've had our last freezing day until fall. Last night was supposed to be 35 degrees. It came down to about 41, 42 degrees Fahrenheit, and so we got through the evening without a frost, and I'm in the mood to plant. I have been waiting, chomping at the bit, and up until now, and so I'm jumping on it. So today I am going to plant my eggplants. Now in the past I've used the Mel Bartholomew method, where it's square foot gardening method, and you guys gonna have to excuse the noise. There's probably wind noise and the neighbor mowing his lawn. I can hear that now. Every time I go to shoot a video, the breeze kicks up. So if it's really bad, I'll go back and voice over everything. But anyways, back on subject. In the past, I've used the square foot gardening method, and my beds are 6 by 3 feet. That makes them 18 square feet. And using that method, that would allow this bed to have 18 plants. However, I found that to be a terrible headache, and so I'm not going to use that method. I'm only going to put 10 plants in this bed, because administration becomes a problem. You can't check your plants, you can't prune your plants, you can't pick your fruit when you plant that tight with eggplants. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread it out a little bit. I'm going to go 10 plants in here. That's going to give about 1.5 feet to each plant, maybe more, maybe like 18 into 10, a little less than 1.5 feet. So that's what I'm going to do with that. We're going to plant basically where you see these little pots sitting, and I'm going to try something different I've never used before. I got these for free, so I'm not promoting this product. As a matter of fact, I don't think I could, because that is an expiration date on here. And it probably won't show up. Right there it says expiration, where the camera is, it says 12/12. So these have probably expired. I got them for free. I'm not complaining, but I'm going to try them out in here and see how well they work with the eggplants. So I've laid these out as I'm going to go. I'm going to use this bulb planter. I love these things. They're super nifty, neato. Because they just cut out a little plug of soil, and then you can drop your plants in. These plants are dry, the soil is wet. I had the sprinkler on last night because I planted tomatoes, which are behind you and you can't see. But I planted tomatoes last night, and I thought, well, it's going to get down there. It might freeze. I didn't want to risk it, so I left the sprinklers on it all evening. But I'm not doing that here. I think everything, wow, is wet. Actually, looking at it, it is wet for about an inch, and then that's powder dry. So that's kind of a neat thing about these. Normally, if you use a trowel, you shove it in there and wedge it over and then drop your plant in. So this, hopefully is in the shot. You can see it just cuts a perfect little hole out for planting bulbs. Pull these guys free, and then I'm going to drop this in here and take the soil that's in this, dump it out, and dress around the plant just like that. So I'll do this real quick. I'll probably throw it in fast motion. Oh, I was going to put these in there. Darn it, didn't do it. Do that right now. We'll get this out without messing up the plant. So I'm going to give these a try this year. See how they do. I might do every other plant with these. Maybe do a test. Nah. So I'm going to throw these in there. These little tea bags, according to the instructions, I'll see if I can bring this in here. Shows the instructions. You dig your hole, you throw this little funny tea bag in there, you plant your plant, and you water, and this seeps out nutrients. Smell like apples. Actually smell good. All right, so there's my Let's try this guy again after I've already butchered his day. Shove that in. Lay that there. I'll have to water these, of course. There you are. First eggplant for the year. Little guy got beat pretty bad. Alright, so I'll move on. Do the rest of these. I'll speed it up so you guys don't have to watch how slow this whole behavior happens. What was that right there? Oh, I got a lot of space left. You know what? I'm still not going to plant these at a foot apart. It's just been too crowded in the past. What I think I may do is divide these guys like this and put one right here. That'll give me a little over a foot and a half there to a plant, and I will acquire, how many more plants will I get that way? I will get from here to there, there, and here to here. So I will get 1, 2, 3, 4 more plants in there, and I won't be so crowded that I can't administrate the plants. That's what I'm going to do. Change the plans. And I'll keep using these silly tea bags. And now they need some water. We'll get some water. And the soil's already wet because I ran sprinkler last night, pretty much all evening. I'll go get a watering can. So I'll start with the one that's in this little pot. This is when I transplanted quickly. See? And I'll just work my way through. So what I'm watering with is worm casting tea that I did the other video on. Okay guys, so that's what I'm doing. Can't tell you if it's right or wrong. This is just what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. Share it with you if you have an insight you want to share. Something I could do better. Something that you're doing. Throw it in the comments below. Share it with me. Share it with anyone else who's silly enough to follow me. And get out there and garden. Go do something. Get off your computer. It sure steals a lot of our time. This is constructive. and during our pandemic times, a lot healthier than doing something silly on TikTok. See you later. You still here? Do something.